to build up your health, to build up your wealth. It's 20% knowledge, 80% habits, rituals, routines, things, and behaviors, right? That's what it comes down to on the health side as well.
Welcome to the Good Life.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Good Life Visual Audio Podcast, where we talk all things health and wealth.
Uh-oh. What up,
I'm,
Nick?
I'm one of your hosts, C. Muzan. I got Coach to be in the building. Say what up, Coach.
What up, dope?
Good to have you. That's it, y'all. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, and share to stay up to date. Never miss an episode. This is episode 151. We appreciate everybody for tapping in, checking in with us live on TikTok, live on Instagram. We appreciate y'all. As always, we're here to make sure you're getting the gems. How's your week been, brother? How are things going for you over there in sunny SoCal?
Well, it's not sunny. It's been raining all week.
Oh,
people are freaking out. But for me personally, things are good. I here on day 2 of a 3-day fast.
What kind of fast?
Rocking and rolling, man.
What kind of fast?
Water.
Water?
Water. H2O. Water. 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 Hey, water.
You guys see the amount of energy this guy has just on water? For those of you that are not believers in fasting, like
to all the non-believers. Hey, Hembo, I need you to drop that right here, man. Bart Scott. To all the non-believers.
To all the non-believers. To all the non-believers.
So how did that just feel?
Felt great. Poetic justice. We know we were a much better team than we came up and represented ourselves. And we're pissed off. We was ready to come back and show us kind of defense, what type of team this was, what kind of character we had. We take a lot of slack. People gave us no chance. For all you non-believers, disrespect us, they can't stop a nosebleed. And we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Water. Yeah, water.
Oh, man. Anyway, to all the non-believers out there, for real, that don't believe or believe that you lose energy when you fast. This guy's a living proof right here. He's on, like you said, day 2 of 3.
Yeah, man. You just got to get to day 2.
Yeah, day 1's always a little rough, right? Day 1, that little switch, always a little rough. But hey, the reason why we do it, right? To get
right around
back in
36 hours. Yep,
Mm.
that's right. The rougher it is, quite frankly, the more messed up your system is.
The more you need it, right?
Most likely.
That's the way it works. Outside of that, things are well for you.
Things are good, man. Things are good. We're diving in. Super productive this week. Diving into a lot of stuff. Turning things upside down, inside out, leaving no stone unturned. How about you, brother?
Life is good. We're in February already. Business takes over a bit more during these times. The family's kind of settled in. So business takes over. I told you guys last week I got back from Houston on a business trip. So obviously, right, just kind of getting things going, getting things moving again. Lots of conversations being had on the financial side of things. For those of you that are new here, right, in case you didn't know, right, Coach and I, the reason why we talk the Good Life is because I'm a financial coach on my side. So I help people on the financial side of things get their finances in order, make sure that they have a solid financial foundation. Coach over here on the other side, on the health coaching side of things. So right now in my space, there's a ton of people with those New Year's resolutions that have just fallen off, right? You were going to stick to a certain budget or stick to a certain plan or plan to save some more money or any of those things in January, and now we're in February and we've kind of fallen off a bit. So people are reaching out. The conversation I've been having are good ones. And yeah, business is rocking and rolling, man. It's rocking and rolling. So.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. They already fell off. Book that trip to Cancun.
Stop sabotaging people. I'm gonna start sabotaging on your side. You're already falling
Man,
off.
life is short, man.
Go,
Life is short. Spend that money.
go to that buffet.
Life is short. Spend that money.
Eat that food. Matter of fact,
Buffet.
yeah, go to the
Oh
buffet.
man, hit that steakhouse.
Nah, hit the buffet.
Buffet.
Get the worst. Get the worst of the worst.
Buffet. That's terrible. Man, ain't nobody want to go to buffet.
Hey,
Buffet.
Vegas buffets right now are popping because one,
Oh,
it's
really?
Super Bowl, and two, Vegas has some of the best
Shout out.
buffets in the world. In the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm good on buffet, bro. I need mine individually cooked just for me. I don't need no buffet.
I hear you.
I'm good.
I hear you.
I'm good.
I like buffets, but
I'm
they're
good.
they're not good for me. Anyways,
Yeah, buddy. What's your Super Bowl pick, bro?
I don't know. I really don't.
Wow.
I think
Weak response.
because I really don't. I really don't know because I'm trying to, play towards the headlines and I mean the storylines. Patty Mahomes' dad got a DWI, right? That's gonna throw him off his game. Yeah, it's gonna throw him off his game. He's not there.
What's a DWI?
Driving while influenced. Is that the W instead of driving?
They changed it?
No, there's
I thought it was
always two.
DUI.
No, there's two. There's always been two. It's DUI and DWI. I don't know the
What's
legal
the
difference. I don't know the legal difference, but it's something different when you're in court, when you're in the court of law, right? The limitate. I don't know. Don't give me the lion. That's what they used to say back in the day. Don't start me the lion. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs though. I just have a feeling, man. Patty Mahomes, even though he might be a little thrown off by Pops, I really think that he's gonna pull it out. I know I got some people that are 49ers fans, but I got the Chiefs. Got the Chiefs going in this one. I got a couple friends down in Texas, right? That are actually 49ers fans, but they stem from Northern California, so that makes sense.
Transplants.
But they're going with the Niners. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs on this one. What about for you, man? Super Bowl prediction.
I hope for the Chiefs. But, I'm going to take the other side of your bet real quick, 49ers. But I'm hoping for the Chiefs.
That's good, man.
I like Pat Mahomes. I like what he's doing.
Putting any money on it? Sports gambling is at its height.
No,
Sports
I
betting.
don't do that gambling stuff.
I
will play some poker.
What about some Super Bowl squares? What about some Super Bowl squares?
I personally don't really consider, Super Bowl squares. What is that?
Yeah, like every Super Bowl they come out with the squares, right? Where you never see.
I don't even know. I've never heard of it, man.
No, normally you gotta have.
No. I'm not. I don't really, and I don't have anything against it. I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy. Like, what's the point? I'm not actually even playing the game. I'm just throwing money. If that's the case, I'd rather throw money elsewhere.
Understood. I'm right there with you. I'm just trying to encourage bad behavior, but I'm right there with you.
Ah, look at you.
Right there with you. But Super Bowl squares, maybe you got to have, I don't know. They were big when I worked in restaurants, lots of office parties and office people do this type of stuff, but you get you get a big board of squares and you basically have to predict the last digit ending score for first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the end of the game. So like if you pick a square that's like
what up, Gavin?
49ers, 6, and then the Chiefs 2 or something, then at the end of the first quarter, if the score is 6-12, like you'll win that one. If the score is 16-22, like you would win, right? So Super Bowl squares predicts like the end score of each quarter, and there's normally some pretty big pots and people make some money. But either way, if you're not in it, don't worry about it.
Good.
I'm good. I'm good. Hopefully everybody does not spend and waste all their money on the Super Bowl coming up. But if you do it responsibly. What's that? Drink responsibly. Anyways,
I
guys,
don't think you can drink responsibly, but that's just me.
so you just totally disagree with the slogan? Just
I think it's trash. It's kind of one of those things. Kind of like calories, you know what I'm saying? As long as you can eat Oreos, as long as you stay under 2,500 calories, you'll be okay. Okay, sure. Best of luck with that.
so you don't think people can drink responsibly? You don't think people can have like a
I
glass
don't
of
think
wine?
drinking is responsible. I think you should just admit that it's irresponsible and you're going to do it anyway.
A drink or binge drink?
Well, again, you're not hearing my premise. I think you should just admit it is what it is, and I'm going to do it anyway, and that's just is what it is. We're not about to make it good. It's not good, but we're just going to do it anyway because that's what we want to do.
Yeah, I guess so.
Again, I'm not against it, man. I'm just for calling things what they are.
I guess. Yeah,
Hey, man, you asked me, I answered.
I guess you're right. Who
You know what I'm
knows?
saying? You asked me, I answered.
That was because I was just
You
going off of
know,
this. I
people
was just
won't.
going off the slogan: "Drink responsibly." And
Yeah,
again,
yeah. It's okay. It's an all right slogan. But you asked, I answered. That's all. And listen, I ain't got nothing against it. But if I'm having a drink, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, it's one drink. It's fine. It's responsible. No. I'm just saying it's irresponsible, and I'm gonna do it because I want to.
fair,
It's that simple.
fair enough.
It's that simple.
Fair enough.
It's that simple.
Fair enough.
Yeah, people want to make the argument. No, bro. No, bro. That stuff shouldn't be in your body. It just is what it is. It's okay. You can put a little bit of poison in your body if you like. It's all right.
Just a little poison.
Yeah. Live your life.
Anyway, y'all, well, thank you for all tuning back into another episode of the Good Life Visual Audio Podcast. Again, if you want more, you can catch us over on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all your favorite streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can also join our mailing list now to stay up to date with all things related to the good life. It's where our community for self-improvement will get even more resources, tips, and freebies. When you join, we'll send you a curated list of our top book recommendations for improving your health and wealth. That's some incentives. So make sure you click the link in the description and sign up today to embark on your journey towards a better life. Quick word from
That's
our
right.
sponsor.
If you're ready to level up your style, the Good Life Visual Audio Podcast just dropped its first piece of merch with our exclusive Follow the Money t-shirt. It's not just clothing, it's a statement of your commitment to mastering your health and wealth. So be a part of the movement and get yours today. Just visit the Good Life Visual Audio Podcast store using the link in our description. And remember to always follow the money.
Follow the money. That's right. Lots happening.
Always. Been following the money a lot recently, man. Well, we'll talk about that another day.
We will. Might be for another show.
We'll talk about that another day. Hey, shout out, faithful listener, part of the podcast family, friend to the show, Mr. Cruz, Aaron Cruz, shouts you out, man. He seems to agree with my statement about drinking, and I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. It just is what it is. Let's just call it a spade a spade. We don't need to attach morality to it. We don't need to do anything. Let's just call a spade as a spade, and you can still be free to do what you want to do at the end of the day. It is what it is. We just want to attach morality to everything. I want to do it, so I want to do it, but I don't want to feel bad at the same time. No, bro, just do it. All right, just do it. If you want to do it, just do it. But we're not about to make you see. This is where a lot of people fall, and this is worth sinking in a little bit, right? This is where a lot of people go wrong. This is it right here. I want to do it. Deep down somewhere, I know it's not good for me, or whatever judgment you've been taught about it or you have about it. But I want to do it, and I don't want to feel bad about it. I want to have this pizza, and I don't want to feel bad about it. Bro, you can't, You asking too much. Just do it. Just do it. Just acknowledge what it is and acknowledge you're going to do it anyway. Let's not put morality. Let's not scoot it, right? And then this is the part that really gets me, right? This is the part that really gets me. Professionals, coaches play into that. Oh, you can have that and you don't have to feel bad about it. World? Right? You can have that and it's not going to do any. Really? Whenever someone says that, it's a freaking lie. It is a lie. Okay. They're selling you something 100% of the time. They're selling you something. And it's okay. If that's what they want to do and you want to buy it, I'm fine with it. But see, I have a problem. I like to call a spade a spade. It's been hunting me my whole life. But I just like to call things what it is. And then I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm going to call a spade a spade. Okay. I always tell my friends, listen. If I get caught for doing something that ain't right, okay, I'm not gonna ask you to come stand on the stand and lie for me. I'm gonna take my punishment, man. It just is what it is, right? Don't be coming. Oh, you'll never do that. You know damn well I ate that chicken. You know I stole that watermelon. Right? It is what it is, man. We try to skirt around things, and it's just not necessary. It's just not necessary. Just call a spade a spade. That's what you're doing. It is what it is, and just move on. You know, why are you feeling bad about it? That's on you, right? But you want to do it, and you don't want to feel bad about it. Come on, man. Come on. That's why these studies come out, man. You know, people who have a glass of wine, you know, they actually live to be a word. Okay. All right. Take that risk, man. Do it. Like, that's on you. Do it. What's up, Eric? Do it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, 100% of the time, I see people 100% of the time. And, you know, in private, man, coach, I gotta change things a little bit, man. I've been blah, blah, blah. They go down that slippery slope, right? They go down that slippery slope, right? Mm-hmm. Take a bite of that apple. You know, God just doesn't want you to do so because, you know, you'll be as wise as God. You know, take a bite of that apple. You bite that apple and you realize you're naked and you start hiding. All right. Yeah, come on, man. It is what it is. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna take a bite of the apple. It is what it is. I respect people who do that more. Listen, I smoke cigarettes. It is what it is. I know it's not good for me, but hey, man, I'm living my life. All right. Tip my hat.
that almost is a tough tension to sit with when people know better, but they don't do better. That's why I feel like, right?
No, they know it's not know better. It's I recognize what it is and I'm consciously making my decision. Not I recognize what it is, so I'm going to fabricate a story that it's not as bad as it is so that I don't feel bad. Oh, no, that second one is way worse in my book.
That's what
you're not accepting consequences. You would rather fabricate a story.
Yeah.
You're not accepting consequences. You would rather fabricate a story.
I don't know, right? Like that
what
part
you don't know. Those are facts.
That part is true, but I just don't think that is how everyone processes it. Like that
well, I can't speak for everyone. I can just speak to people that I talk to and what I notice.
Yeah.
I can't speak to everybody. You can't speak to everybody either.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So I'm just telling you what I see in society. That's all. Yeah. That's it. Ain't nothing else.
It could be that. It could be that. So cool. Where are we at? 2x2? No. Where are we? Shop talk. There we go. Shop
Dun, dun,
talk.
dun, dun.
It's taking a couple minutes, guys, and talking about we're switching it up a little bit. I know we've been talking a lot of sports on Shop Talk, but we got a special holiday coming up for some. I don't know, not for all, but for some. Valentine's Day, and we figured, hey, let's give a couple last minute Valentine's Day gift ideas. Those of you got some loved ones, you got some significant others, some special ones out there with you. What are some of those ideas for these this last couple days before Valentine's Day? You want to rattle some off, Coach?
Yeah, we have three categories here. We have experiences, sentimental gifts, and material gifts. I think that I tend to lean towards the sentimental or the experiences. Some that's come up in the past for me is a compilation or a gathering of memories presented in a very visually pleasing way. Maybe a video montage, right? Maybe you grab or a scrapbook, right? I think those are always great ones if you can put in the time because it shows that you did put in the time. All right. So I always like those there. Obviously, it takes a little bit more time. All right. But experiences are great too. This kind of got combines the two. Future date jar, right? Grab a bunch of popsicles, write some date ideas on it, and keep it on the dining room table and date night or whatever. You pick one of those. Now you could take that same idea and write a whole bunch of other things. That's up to you. You use your imagination, my brothers.
That's part of the key, right? Using your imagination. I'll pick up where you left off there. Using your imagination is the important part. It shows that you care, shows that you were thinking about it. Let's not do the humdrum, same thing over and over again. My wife and I,
Humdrum.
my wife and I are in a season where we're trying new things, doing lots of new things together, learning new things. That part's important. That part's important. So put some thought into it, whatever it is. Those are some good ideas, right? Whether you lean on the sentimental side, whether you lean on the experience side, or you're a gift giver, whatever the case is, put some thought into it. I think that's all that really matters. That old cliche saying of it's the thought that counts. The thought is a big part of it. It's a big part of it. If something comes very quickly, it's like, oh, I'm just going to do this. It doesn't matter how much you spent on it, or it doesn't really matter how much, right? Like how you put it together. If you weren't really thinking about it and putting actual thought into it, shows that that person might not be as important to you because you're not taking the time. So take the time
Wow.
this Valentine's Day to
It's
put
like
in
that.
some work. Absolutely.
What's up, Polish princess?
It is the thought that counts. It is the thought that counts. So make sure you do that. And yeah, maybe the experiences this year might be a thing. This might be your year for experiences. Or I had mentioned this off camera, right? Give a little scavenger hunt. I used to do the scavenger hunt around the house, right? So put something where you know your loved one's going to be, and then they'll find it, and then it takes them on another chase to another part of the house. And then maybe on the third one, there's a gift there. And then on the fifth one, there's a little piece of chocolate for them. I don't know. Get
Ooh,
creative. Get
ooh,
creative, ladies and gentlemen. Get
ooh,
creative.
ooh.
Take care of your loved ones for this Valentine's Day.
I love it. I love it.
On to our next segment called 2x2.
By two.
It's time for 2x2, where we give tips and advice to entrepreneurs and business owners like us. Today, we're talking about how to simplify your business. Some of you got some real complicated businesses and some complicated things going on in your business. So let's talk about ways to simplify and how to simplify your business.
Yeah, let's do it, man. And I think this is one of the biggest things. If I had to go back to myself starting a business way back in the day, simplification, right? You don't need that complicated funnel. I can't tell you how much time I wasted on click funnels. You don't need that complicated website. You don't need that logo. You don't need that LLC started. You don't need that X, Y, and Z. What you need is the one rule. First, who are you talking to? Figure that part out. Where do they stay? What do they like? What do they talk about? What do they consume? Who you talking about? Who you talking to? Second, that's your avatar. That's your ideal client, your ideal person that you're servicing. Then pick a platform. Now, I've actually changed this up a little bit because I don't think you necessarily even need a platform at all. In fact, in a lot of businesses, you're better off staying off the platform and focusing on gathering a list, just a list of people that might be interested so you can reach out to them. All right, so that's pretty huge. But the one that you do need is, what are you giving them? What is the service or value that you're providing? Now, I might actually just start with the list, because from the list, you can do market research. You can ask them, what do you need? Based on my skill sets, I can provide those things. And then you create the offer that they're asking for. So you probably start with who, and then create a list of the who and go from there.
Interesting way to look at it. And again, we're talking how to make it simple, and that's a simple process if you start with the who. I think also that avatar, that avatar that you're thinking about, is important, because what I've seen in a lot of businesses and a lot of people that are just starting their businesses is you don't really know who you're talking to. The amount of networking events that I've gone to where you ask someone, hey, how do I know if I'm talking to your ideal prospect? How do I know if I'm talking to your ideal client? Who are you looking for? And the amount of people that say anyone that, or anyone, or everyone that, and it's way too broad. You can already tell that people don't know exactly their avatar, because niches bring riches, right? So the more that you niche down, and I'm looking for a married couple that has children under the age of 6 that are health conscious, that care about the products they use in their house. That narrowed it down specifically. So now I know exactly who I'm talking to. So if they're a married couple, I know I can speak to things in marriage. I can speak to things about parenting. I can speak to things about having a house, or whatever the case is. And maybe my product is some cleaning products, some, healthy, non-chemical or chemical-free type products. Well, now I know specifically who I'm looking for, versus someone that says, anyone that has a house, like anyone that cleans. It's like, okay, now you don't really know who you're talking to, because there's a 27-year-old guy in Iowa that owns a house, but could care less about, right? Could care less about your products, or right, being non-chemical or chemical free. So diving into that avatar is probably one of the best ways to be able to simplify things. And then again, I follow that formula as far as like have one direct offer. Something we often see with business owners is that you get bored too quickly with your first offer, and then you think you need 2 or 3 different offers, or you think you can branch out to 2 or 3 different things, or you got the 7 streams of income bug that has bitten you, and you are not fully headed down one path with just one offer, with just one product, with just one thing. And that's a great way to simplify your business, ladies and gentlemen, is figure out exactly who you're talking to and get them one thing. And the more you do that over and over again, as you build and scale that side, but systems around it, then you may have the opportunity to bounce off and go off and do some other things that bring you income. But we're talking about how to simplify. You got to simplify to multiply, ladies and gentlemen. You got to simplify to multiply. So if you want to grow
Ooh, that's a
something
good
big,
one, man. I'm gonna put it in one sentence for you.
go.
Figure out who you would like to serve and talk to them. That's it. That's the first step. Go talk to them, because everything after that comes out of that conversation,
Mhm.
that multiple conversation. If you can't find who you're trying to serve and talk to them, you probably shouldn't start doing what you think you're going to do.
Mm-hmm. That's huge. The go talk to them part, I think, as simple as that sounds, right? Most people
Go
miss
talk to them.
Yeah, most people miss that
Yeah.
step. Like,
Yeah.
how many people have you talked to
Because
that are
guess what
in
you
the
can do?
market?
Because what you can do, you can ask them, hey, what are you struggling with? Oh, what have you already tried? Oh, why didn't that work? Oh, what outcome did you want? Gosh, right?
Insight. Insight.
What would help you get there? Ah, got it. Then you come right back and you say, hey, I got this thing for you and gets you from A to B.
Mm-hmm.
It avoids C. All right. Would you like it? They are out of excuses. Oh, I don't need it, blah, blah, blah. Well, you just told me you did, brother.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, that's the advice I would give myself at the beginning of this process.
Yeah.
Do that. Do that. And you don't need, pretty much don't need anything besides the ability to get in touch with those individuals. And everybody knows at least 5.
For sure. It's how much do you want to reach out, right? Like how hungry are you to build your business? Because that's as simple as it is. And again, most people are actually just don't reach out. They just don't talk to enough
Hungry
people.
enough to bite them kneecaps. Shout out Dan.
Dan biting kneecaps. What's up, Dana? Good to
Come on,
have you.
man. You're not a Detroit Lions fan.
I'm
Come
not.
on, man. Dan Campbell, bro.
Oh,
We fall down, we get up, and on the way up, we bite some kneecaps.
yeah, I didn't get that one.
All right, fine. No,
We're
hey,
good.
man, only funny to me. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Let's
move
go.
on.
Hey, another word from our sponsor then before we dive into the rest of the
Are
show.
you ready to master the art of cash flow and boost your finances to the next level? Our friends at United Agency are giving away a free Cash Flow 101 ebook. Ooh. And it's all about increasing your financial game so you can bring more moolah into your life. If you're tuning in via audio or YouTube, check out the link in the description and grab your free copy. If you're with us live, drop the term, the word, all one word, cash flow into the chat, and it'll make sure to get you hooked up. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity to level up your financial knowledge. Let's go. What's up, Dana?
That's right. That's right. Drop cash flow in the chat. Get your cash flow 101 book. We're dropping them. We're trying to help some people
Bop,
in 2024.
bop,
You might
bop.
not want to listen to us. Maybe you just want to read it.
How you doing, Keelan? Guys, y'all need to get on this live game, man. You need to get a live game. I'm gonna shout you out right in the middle of whatever Chris is saying.
This has been a pattern, right? Taking me off guard, catching me off guard. Anyway, shout out to Dougal's son. Shout out to Dana.
What's going on, Obama?
Checking in on the live. Cash flow. Dana, we'll get it to you.
Jamaica,
That's right. On to the show, on to the rest of our show. Again, just to recap, I know some of you have been following us for some time, but in 2024, we decided to make sure we were sticking to some of the foundations, the fundamentals, the basics. Sure, we can take you off into the stratosphere of the complicated health and wealth side of things, but we said most people just need a little bit more foundation. So today, we're diving into some of the health 101 things, the foundational parts to make sure that we're building properly in our health. So, Coach, what are we talking about today?
Guys, if you're watching this live, I will not be able to pop it on the screen, but if you are watching the replay on YouTube or the final version on YouTube or anywhere else, Himbo, let's go ahead and make sure that we get this on the screen. That is the health pyramid. Right? Health pyramid, somewhere in here. Guys, what we have here is a simplified visual to understand the game of health. Okay. I try to make it as simple as possible. At the base of the pyramid is what I call energy cash flow. Now, as you guys know, we talk about health and wealth. The reason we do that is because they're very similar. To build up your health, to build up your wealth, it's 20% knowledge, 80% habits, rituals, routines, things, and behaviors, right? That's what it comes down to on the health side as well. So at the bottom of the pyramid, and the one that I think we can't really talk about enough, is the reason most people engage in quote unquote healthy behavior. And that is energy. Energy, right? It comes down to energy. The original cash flow is energy. When we first started out as a society, way back in the day, when cash or currency or even money, because y'all know there's a difference. Currency and money are not the same thing. Money came and then currency through a coup d'etat, but we'll talk about that another day. The original form of trade was energy, because why? You have to have something of value to barter. How do you get that thing of value to barter? You must expend energy. Well, how do you get gold? Well, you expend energy to extract it. How do you get corn? You expend energy to farm it. How do you get meat? You expend energy to herd your sheep and take care of them. How do you get jackets and quilts? You expend energy. So the fundamental thing that converts into something of value is energy. And when we understand that, it kind of changes the game a bit, right? Today, most people trade their time for money. That's energy, right? So it's critical. That is the base. And the things that give us energy are very, very simple. Very, very simple. Good food, water, laughter, sunshine, sleep, air, breathing good air, basic movement like dancing, gardening, tai chi, long walks, things of that nature. Now, the thing that's interesting here, before I toss this over to my partner here, anybody in the chat, y'all go ahead and put some questions here in the chat as well. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, y'all put some questions in the chat about this, because we're going to keep coming back to this because it's simple, but yet we seem to mess it up. I'm so tired. Wow, why? Oh God, I don't have enough energy to go home and work on my side business. Why? Oh gosh, I'm just like, I'm getting sick all the time. Why? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Guys, that ladder that you're climbing at work, when you get to the top, are you going to have the energy to do the things with the money that you have? We seem to forget about these things, right? We seem to forget about these things. And I think it's incredibly important that we come back and revisit the fundamentals. Because, guys, I think right there, that's the Pareto's principle. That's the 20% right there that gets us 80% of the result. That's why it's the base of the pyramid. Now, I don't want to insult y'all intelligence, but the thing is, I see myself included at times. We just mess it up. We mess it up, right? Oh gosh, I got to pull an all-nighter to finish this thing. Word. How's that going to affect you? Right? You're stealing energy from the future, and you're going to pay for it later. You will pay for it later because that's natural law. You're not going to get off the hook. Okay. There's, oh gosh, this is a season where I just need to work. Hello. You're going to pay for it, but maybe you make that decision that it's okay. This is what I was talking about earlier in the show, right? Don't justify it and tell me it's good. Acknowledge that it's not good, but you're going to do it anyway. Oh, you guys see the connection here? So incredibly important. Incredibly important. Oh gosh, it's this food is not that bad. Word, how do you feel? Okay. See, some of us walk around so chronically dehydrated, so chronically low on energy that we don't even know that we are anymore.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Like we literally don't even know anymore because we're always in that state. I believe it's like 77% of people are walking around chronically dehydrated.
Wow.
Y'all can double check me on that.
Yeah.
Chronically. Okay. Oh, it's fine. I'll drink just any water. Have you looked up the quality of your water? You can Google it. You sure it's okay? You sure? Right. So but these are some of the things, right? It's fine. I don't need to spend that money on invest in X, Y, and Z. But I'll go get a nice shirt. I'll go get some shoes.
Yeah.
Right. I'll go get some shoes because that gives me energy too. Well, that's false energy.
It's
So
a
you got to
big
be
deal.
aware of that too.
It's a big
We
deal.
utilize these things: caffeine, alcohol, Adderall, dare I say, cocaine, processed sugar. Ooh, that's our favorite right there. Processed sugar right there. All right. Gives you a little a little kick. Next thing you know, plop, you don't flop. All right. So why do we do these things? Why do we do these things? That's the question we ask yourself, man. What's going on, brother? What you thinking?
No, man, that's spot on. Dual said it right. He said, I thought this was a health and wealth podcast. Why is this guy preaching? Because you're preaching. You're preaching, man. Like, listen, this is huge. It takes energy to go after the life that we want, right? It takes energy to go after the things that you want in life. So energy definitely is the original cash flow, right? Like the base of everything. I'm just going to repeat all the things that stood out to me because I think hearing it again and right, having someone that's listening really take that in, right? This is the 20% of things that give you 80% of the results. This like focusing on that. The amount of people that I sit down with that have energy deficits, that it's the reason why, just like you said, they can't work on that second business. They don't have the energy to get up earlier or
Righteous.
anything
What's
that
up?
changes. What's up, Rob? Anything that like gets them changing their habits or changing their stepping out of their comfort zone. People really struggle with their energy level, and
Yeah.
I and they want to do
Why
all
do you
the
think
other.
that is, though? Why do you like? I know why are people struggling so much with the energy piece?
I
Is it because they don't know what gives energy and what takes energy? Is it because they're extended? Like what is it?
I personally believe that that's a large percentage of it is that they don't
Don't
know,
know.
that they just don't know, right? This is not common knowledge for most people. And I think that the things that they might be trying are still not the things that are taking or are giving them energy. And the things that take it away, I think it's more addiction site, like that's just routine, that's habit, and they're unwilling to break it. Read off some of those things that you have that
Yeah.
that give energy, and then take it away. The places that we try to get the
Yeah,
energy.
yeah, and we can expand this list. Y'all can add more in the chat if I'm missing something here. But let's start with the 7 doctors, right? Let's start with good food, right? Obviously, we can go a lot deeper into each one of these, but let's stay on a high level. Good food, right? Electric food, sun. All right. We've got folks running from, and there's so many issues with each one of these. All right. We've got folks running from the sun, slathering what looks like horse mucus all over their arms and face and whatever in the spirit of protecting themselves. Guys, listen. The facts are, since sunscreen came out, skin cancer has Hey, y'all connect how you want to connect. I'm just giving y'all the facts. Google it, double check me. Okay. That's just the facts. Right. So something that's supposed to protect us, after that thing came out, the thing that it's supposed to protect us from skyrocketed. I need y'all to make it make sense.
So
right. But people will still fight you tooth and nail about this.
That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying, right? When the question is like, so why? So people don't know. Like people literally have so much misinformation that they would actually. There's a large percentage of the population that literally thinks being out in the sun is not a good thing for them. Like that's their belief. That's their belief. And if that is the exact opposite of what they should believe to actually give them energy, it's a lack of knowledge. It's a lack of understanding that they have the wrong information.
Listen, I'm just putting the dots out there and y'all connect it how you will. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that's what the data says. Okay. The data says this thing that's supposed to protect us came out, and the thing that is supposed to protect us from after it came out increased. Y'all do with that what you will. That's I'm just saying, do with it what you will. Okay. Do with it what you will. So sleep. Right? Good quality sleep. Right? Ton of research out there now. I don't even think we need to go too much into that. Proper breathing. Again, ton of research out there right now, right? We all know at this point, hopefully, that mouth breathing is hurting us. It's hurting us. Right?
Again, that's another area that gets overlooked, right? Just kind of again back to the why are people struggling with energy? Like if we took a poll right now to think about who's actively on a day-to-day basis thinking about their breath, it's going to be less than 10% of the population.
Yeah,
less than 10%.
But bro, well, too, there's what we said. Go ahead and grab your shirts now, guys. Follow the money. Follow the money. Right? They sell us what? Products. If you realize what's going on, why would you buy these here products, my brother? All right. You're not going to do it. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Because, and the thing that's interesting is at the base of this pyramid, bro, it's free.
Exactly.
It's free. It's free. At the base of this pyramid, it's free. And you can take something that is free and convert it, like we talked about, into money. But they said, no. We're going to place ourselves in between. All right. Look at this. Look at all these companies, Nestle, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, etc. What do? They take things that are free and interrupt them, or they take things that are free, water, bottle it, and sell it back to us at a profit. Hello? Come on now. We're being bamboozled. And you see the thing that's really interesting, shout out Fiji, right? Is that where they bottle the water, those people never see any of that money. No. Guys, we're going to keep coming back with this because for some reason, this just doesn't click. People might get it a little bit here, a little bit there, but it just doesn't click. They bottle that stuff in plastic. You realize you eat about a credit card's worth of plastic every single week? Goodness gracious. Right? And you're wondering why you got gut issues. Right? That's the crazy part, man. When I find out about some of this stuff, right? And then what's really interesting, shout out PepsiCo and Coca-Cola, fund 96 different separate health groups in the United States of America. Health groups. Guess what these health groups research, and guess what their conclusion in this research is? I bet you know. It's got nothing to do with the sugar. It's got everything to do with your genetics and Your lack of exercise.
Exercise.
You got to go to the gym more, right? You got to go. Ladies, I'm going to break this to you right now. You don't have to go to the gym. You hit this 20% that gets you 80% of the results. Hembo, let's put that back up here. You hit this 20% at the base of the pyramid, health pyramid, that gets you 80% of the results. You don't need to go to the gym. Go dance with your friends. Go garden. Go walk. Go do some Tai Chi. You don't actually need to step foot ever in the gym. Yes, I know I'm a health coach, but I'm telling you the truth because I can't help it. Okay? You don't need to step into the gym at all. Guess how many years the gym did not exist? They seem to be doing fine.
Just forever before 40 years ago, right? Like just the entire time they didn't exist.
Right?
Yeah.
They seem to be wielding heavy swords and walking miles at a time and doing all types of crazy things. And they ain't have no gym, guys. There was no gym. Right? But what did they tell you? Oh, you need to count your calories, track your macros, and go to the gym.
Right.
Go from sitting inside in front of your computer the whole time and then go to the gym, go inside just a little bit more. And that's what's going to keep you healthy. Why are our numbers not backing up that story? Did you guys know there's a Harvard research out here? It's been proven without a shadow of a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Y'all Google it right now. Don't you dare believe me without Googling this stuff. I prefer you DuckDuckGo, but if you Google, that's fine too. Harvard study. How was Harvard study bribed? Harvard Medical School bribed to do a study that says it's not the sugar, it's the fat. When we know now, beyond a reasonable doubt, that it's the sugar. And guess who funded that? Research. That scientific evidence. Guys, I just want to point this stuff out here because it's so critical, because I always tell people this, man. I'd rather give you the truth front up than cry with you when grandma is gone, or mom is gone, or dad is gone, or brother is gone, or you not doing so well. I don't do too well in those situations, man. I'd rather give you the information up front so we can avoid it right now.
Amen.
And these people employ the best psychologists in the world. They employ the best marketers in the world. They employ the best scientists in the world. Why? Because they need to control the information that's in front of you so you continue to make this. And guess what? There's a lady that just came out here. I'll grab her name for you here in a minute. She said, I was employed by Nestle specifically to use my organic chemistry background to create addicted food. That's her words.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm coming to repent because I feel so bad. Specifically employed to create chemically designed organic food, addictive foods that gets you hooked but gives you no nutrition. How you gonna count the calories on that and be okay? You eat just this much and that's your calorie right there, but you still hungry. In fact, you more hungry than when you first ate the food. God, man, I'm just mad I don't have a piece of the profits.
Listen,
right? Because it's a
brilliant
brilliant design, a diabolical design.
Listen, Dougal just put on that people have lost the ability to see beyond surface level. And I think by you even saying this, you're answering the question that you posed of why don't people get this energy piece? It's because there's so much misinformation. There's so much, right? There's so many levels to this. If you follow the money, that people literally don't know. They don't know, right? And that is why what you do and what we do on this mission to be able to give people the truth and give people the information they need to make the best decisions for their life is so important. Because what many people fail to realize is the information they've been given is just incorrect. It's just not right. And because of that, the longer you hear those types of things, you may believe that it's correct. You actually, I promise you, like, you're in this world, bro. Like, I promise you that there's many people that are probably even listening to this that actually believe it's them not going to the gym as to the reason why they're overweight. I promise you, like, that's their belief system. And that just comes from, we just narrowed it down, right? The misinformation.
Yeah, man. And it's true. They do, because again, they employ some of the best people in their fields to make us believe these things.
Mhm.
Right. But if you're listening to this, we're telling you. Right. We're telling you. Go ahead and Google The Extraordinary Science of Addictive Junk Food by Michael Moss in the New York Times. Guys, it's right out here, man. But see, this is why health and wealth goes so closely together, because they beat you up in the system. You got to go to work. You come back, you're so tired. You get cognitive load. Your cognitive load is so high, right? Forget it. This is quick. On the way home, I'm going to just grab this real quick. It's not really that bad. I'm tired, right? They make you work. You have to go against the current. You have to go against the current to do the things that give you energy. Why? Because when you just are a docile rat in the rat race, you're worth a lot more, right? Because this is what happens. You go through, you do the work that they don't want to do. You eat the food that they make and profit off of. You drink the beverages that they profit off of. Then you get sick and you go see the doctors that give you the drug that the pharmaceutical companies profit off of. And then they keep you just enough. Those drugs just keep you just enough so you stay alive so you can make them more money. Yeah. They don't want you to die. That's a lot. They don't want you to die. They want you to be just healthy enough to repeat the cycle. Guys, listen, this isn't like a conspiracy theory. This is just facts. This is just what it is, right? All you got to do to understand is follow the money.
That's right.
That's what you got to do to understand. It's actually very, very clear. And then guess what? They sell you more and more drugs. Shout out those Ozempic. We all heard about it, right? But see, slowly, y'all pay attention now. You heard it here. Slowly, the problems are coming out. Slowly. Go ahead and look up who's on the board of Ozempic. Right? Now, y'all probably ain't going to do it. So let me just tell you. These people just happen to be tied to the people profiting off of what got you sick there in the first place. Guys, we live in a wild, wild world, man. The modern food environment, the way it's set up, strictly tied to the powers that be. Okay? And people, just couldn't, no, follow the money, and it ties it all together. The medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the government, right? Or central bankers, the big banks, military industrial complex. Okay, these all tie together, and they put a little bow on it, guys. It just is what it is. So what can you do? I'm going to tell you right now. This is how we rebel. Right here. You ready? You've been waiting for it. You talking so much stuff. Well, what's the solution? What's the solution? Number one, you get radically healthy.
It does. Dude.
I'm not talking about you can't go ahead, bro.
No, Dougal said, does that follow the money shirt coming extra large? And I said, it does. Go get it.
It does, bro. It does. This is how we do it. 2 steps. It's very simple. First and foremost, you and your family get radically healthy. Okay. If you don't know how to do that, hit me up. Vacation. I got you. I'm going to give it to you for free. You ain't got to pay nothing. Give it to you for free. All the information you need for free. Very simple process. Get radically healthy. Okay. And then when you have the energy Now you can think clearly. Now you've built up your energy, so your frequency is high. And when frequency is high, you can generate and manifest like you were supposed to.
Mhm.
When your frequency is high, you can let me repeat, man. I got to repeat this for y'all. When your frequency is high, you can generate and manifest like you're supposed to. See, when you weak, you saying your little prayers. You're not generating, you're not mastering, you're not manifesting. Right? You got to be healthy and generate. You see what I'm saying? And then step 2, we break away from their cash flow game. We break away from their money game. You own your own source. Because we know energy transfers to whatever you want. Whatever you want. That's it, guys. I mean, listen, don't say I didn't point out the solutions.
Yeah.
And that's why we here. Health and wealth, and we got you.
That's
Simple
right.
systems.
Simple.
Simple systems.
It's a big deal. That's a big deal.
That's it, brother. We ain't got nothing else for today, man. Keep it short.
Get radically healthy. get radically healthy, right? Like build your health. And once you are clear, then you have the ability to go off and build your wealth, to take control of your financial life. That
What's up, mi amor?
It's always good when you got a cheerleader in the stands, right?
Ooh, how you doing, Rose?
Luckily, we're heading off because you just put the nail in the coffin, so to speak. Again, my last take, and I'll let you take it home. This energy cash flow side of things. I love talking on the health side. I have so many things to add on the money side of things as well, because it all goes, works the same. Follow the money, all of it, right? It all works exactly the same. But today,
that's right.
Man, focus on this energy. 20% of the stuff that gives you 80% of the results. I really believe there's just a lot of misinformation out there. So if you do want to get radically healthy, you got to unlearn some things and relearn some things, right? Just know the stuff that you think and that you think that you know about your health is not true. And so we got to unlearn and relearn. It reminds me of a quote I'll end on, that the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those that cannot read and write. It will be those that cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn new information. So let's not be illiterate, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go out there and make it happen.
Appreciate that, man. That's a great quote right there. Guys, take that to heart. We're going to say it multiple ways so that you can understand what's happening here. However you process this information. Okay. For me, I say cut the noise. There's a lot of noise out here, and it's to confuse you, keep your head all buzzing. And when your head is buzzing, your frequency is off. Right? So what do? We have to charge from the bottom of the pyramid and build up our energy. That means get rid of the things. Get rid of the things. Get rid of the things that are causing your head to be noisy and your energy low. And increase the things that has you on the frequency you need to be on and the energy to generate what you want to see in your life, guys. And that's it.
Love it.
Guys, thanks for joining us this time. Until next time, we appreciate you. And we're going to keep bringing the heat as long as you go ahead and show up and get the pot cooking.
That's right. Appreciate you, Dougal.
Dougal, we'll see you on the show at the end of the month, man. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Good Life.
If you enjoy this episode, please take a moment to subscribe and like our channel.
If you have any feedback or suggestions for future episodes, please leave us a comment down below.
If you're listening to the podcast audio version, we appreciate you just as much. Thank you for tuning into The Good Life Show.
We believe that everyone has the potential to live their best life, and we hope our show helps you get that one step closer to achieving your goal.
If you know someone who would benefit from our show, please share it with them, and thank you for your continued support.
That's it for another week's episode here on The Good Life. We'll see you next week for another inspiring conversation.
Welcome to the good life.